2 years ago, I stumbled upon an incredible stroke of luck that left me in disbelief. At that time, being a second-year college student, finances were a constant uphill battle for me. With my dad's passing and mom's limited means, a part-time gig was my lifeline. I was forever on the hunt for temporary jobs, and one fateful day, an APC operator role caught my eye. However, upon speaking with the rather attractive manager, I learned the position had already been filled, though the ad remained up unintentionally. Dejected, I left empty-handed. But little did I know Lady Luck had other plans in store for me. On my upcoming birthday, my buddies insisted on a celebratory night out at a club. For nearly 5 glorious hours, we painted the town red, having the time of our lives. The core details remain unchanged. A struggling student seeking part-time work, a missed job opportunity, and an unexpected birthday celebration with friends. But I've recreated the narrative using entirely different wording and sentence structures to give it a fresh conversational tone. As we let loose on the dance floor, who did I spot lounging nearby but the very manager I'd spoken to about that job? Alice, if I recalled correctly. Fate seemed to be playing tricks, as she recognized me too. Throwing caution to the wind, I mustered up the courage to ask the charming older woman for a dance. Despite the age gap and her being accompanied by a friend who wasn't quite as attractive, Alice's appeal was undeniable. My buddies playfully ribbed me about taking a shine to an older gal as we grooved together a few more times, but I shrugged off their jabs. As our group prepared to head out, Alice proposed that we continue our conversation over some coffee. Her friend had already dipped, so I happily agreed to stick around the cafe for another half hour, just us two. Once out on the street, I offered to walk Alice home, but her revelation of where she lived gave me pause. With my funds dwindling, the thought of shelling out for a cab crossed my mind. Perhaps I could hoof it. Lady Luck wasn't done smiling yet, though. To my amazement, Alice insisted I come up to her swanky digs. The evening had taken an unforeseen yet delightful turn. Her fashion sense hinted at a comfortable lifestyle, but Alice's lavish apartment still caught me off guard. Even as she carried on nonchalantly, an uneasy feeling started creeping in. After slipping into a plush robe, she poured us some bubbly, and that's when it dawned on me that this evening might take an unexpectedly intimate turn. Strangely enough, the prospect didn't faze me one bit. Her beauty was undeniable. We shared our first kiss after clinking glasses, the moment feeling startlingly natural. As I pulled her close, the moment felt right, so I embraced her closely with a gentle touch. She guided me toward the bedroom, though a hint of apprehension crept in. An odd sense of calm overshadowed my typical nervousness. Later, as we stepped out for a smoke break in the kitchen, she candidly asked how I felt about her more mature age. I simply shrugged it off, explaining that the appeal lay in her seasoned perspective as an experienced woman. We didn't dwell on the topic after that. After that initial conversation, I ended up staying over at her residence that night. Though calling it a regular night's sleep would be a stretch given the lack of actual slumber, she did amazing things that left a lasting impression on me. Most of our time together was spent in bed, with occasional breaks for refreshment and rest. We explored every possible option. Our intimate time together left an indelible mark, altering the course of my life profoundly. In the weeks that followed, we embarked on a romantic relationship. Just a month later, after witnessing the dilapidated conditions of my living situation firsthand, she extended an invitation for me to move in with her, an offer I readily accepted, given her evident dismay at my rundown accommodations. While some might make assumptions about me exploiting her generosity, the truth couldn't be further from that perception. A deep, genuine love blossomed between us. The only uncertainty that lingers is the prospect of marriage. With a considerable 15-year age gap, taking that step may face resistance from my family. Nevertheless, the yearning to make that commitment burns strongly within me. Thank you for joining us on this emotional journey. How did you find the story? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more compelling narratives and engaging content. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, stay tuned for more.